In a world where we must identify and label ourselves and what we struggle with, why are so many triggered by the identity of a dark empath? My recent video went viral when I defined what I am, and what so many of you finally have been able to identify and put a finger on. I have gained so much attention by helping you actually uncover what you are as well. You didn't know it. And I'm so happy that I've been able to bring that home to you. I don't think many empaths realize that there's a different side to being an empath. And it involves darkness, unfortunately. But it was funny to see some of the comments act like we wanted something special and unique, that we are looking for some title or special terminology to make ourselves feel special. Clearly that came from a narcissist being triggered by my video. So I will have a response to one of the comments later today. But I wanted to acknowledge so many that have felt seen and heard from that video that is still continuing to gain traction. And let you know that I'm so happy that so many of you have finally come home to that term. Because when I finally realized that, it finally made me feel seen, valued, things made sense. And though it is something you really have to study and come to terms with and meditate on, and it's just the beginning of your story really at that point, at least you understand yourself more. It's like shadow work, which I talk about and teach a lot with my clients. But at least you're understanding some of that trauma. A lot of people throw around the term empath and empathy. But for so many of us, that just didn't seem like that was all to it, that was it. There seemed to be a lot more to it, we just didn't want to say it out loud. We felt this darkness about us, and we couldn't really say it because we were too afraid to. We were afraid to look bad, we were afraid to look evil, we were afraid to be demonized for some of the things that we might have been thinking or wanting to do to some of the people that have done us wrong, or some of the thoughts that we've had, when in reality it was based on our trauma. In reality, it was because we are an empath that has been a victim in very harsh, cruel ways. And that's how you create a dark empath. And there's still so much more to it. But when you unpack it, when you really dive deep, it makes sense. And God doesn't want us to bury that darkness. And with my Christian roots and how I practice my spirituality, a lot of it is balanced and similar. You need to own that darkness. You need to acknowledge it. You need to realize that we are full of that. We are full of sin. We are full of that darkness. And trying to pretend that we're not, and trying to bury it and not acknowledge that it's there, and pretend that we're holier than thou, like the church loves to do, it's just going to make you more dark. So that's what I'm all about here. So welcome to all the newbies. I'll be posting a couple videos in response to some of the lovely comments. explaining it a little bit better for some of the, I don't like to call names, but some of the narcissists that chimed in.